what it do.
All right, so how'd you get into rapping, and how long have you been doing it?
I just got into it during like the pandemic. I just started writing. I became like a loner in a way, kind of like distancing myself from people and picking up like notebooks here and there and just writing my like feelings down. And then a cousin sent me a beat and said this would be hard for you to hop on. And I just low key wrote a whole song to it, and from there it was history. It was called The Truth, my first song that I like ever released, and it was featuring Bose, rest in peace. I hit him like, bro, let me record a song at your crib, because he had a studio set up, and then he's like, fuck it, come through. He didn't think I was serious as I was, and then he's like, let me hop on this, or let me at least do the hook, because I was off beat a little bit, and he swagged it out, and yeah, that was my first song.
You might be the most consistent artist in the 805, but you don't have any projects out, and you've never performed live yet. When can we expect any of that from you?
When the time is right. I never did this shit to like impress anybody or make money out of it or perform. Like that was never part of the plan. Like I just said, I just picked up a notebook, started writing my feelings and shit, and one song led to like 20, and then 20 led to 40. It's time for me to release an album or mixtape at least, and then I really want to perform when I get to that one, after like all these hundreds that I'm about to drop.
You talking about that one hit?
Yeah, I think once I get to that stage where I could just speak for everybody instead of just Lompoc or myself, then like I'll come up with a cool, simple banger. But until then, who knows? It might be tomorrow, it might be 5 years from now, but I ain't gonna stop till like I get that Grammy nomination.
Let's go.
Nah.
So you have one of the most unique rap styles I've ever heard. Can you describe your style and where it came from?
Just my personality, the person I am, my clumsiness. I'm original, like, and I didn't know I was original until I recorded over at Bosses. I was all like, so who do I sound like? Because I thought sounding like somebody was a thing. And he's like, you don't. And I took it kind of offensively, thinking it was like a bad thing. He's all like, you're original. I was like, I didn't even know what that meant in music terms. And he's all like, you don't sound it like anybody, which is the best thing about it. So I think I'm just in the most like humble way, like one of a kind, like I am who I am, and then that's why I don't mind like the performing the albums, mixtapes, until like if it's meant to be. One day I'm discovered, and it'll all make sense.
That's true, man. It's definitely unique. Who are some of your musical inspirations?
Growing up, like 50 Cent, Eminem, a lot of West Coast rappers. I'm open-minded. I listen to like cumbias, Spanish music, New York hip hop, rap. I like people that like open up and like speak without being embarrassed. Like, I like real music. I don't know. Real recognize real.
Yep, I told you that today. Who's on your playlist right now?
Not too many people, but I do like listen to, I ain't gonna lie, I would listen to like somebody that I could relate to. Kodak Black is hard to me. Like I said, I listen to a lot of Spanish music right now, even like Besa Pluma. Like, even I've been listening to like Selena. Like I said, I'm trying to expand.
So you are one of my favorite artists because I feel like you represent Lompoc to the fullest, and you're not afraid to rap about shit that the industry doesn't consider cool. How are you able to be yourself without worrying about what other people think?
I think being used to like the street life since a young kid and going against the odds and overcoming like adversity, and there's nothing I don't think I haven't been through yet, and I'm ready for it all. I'm not the one to play with anymore. I used to be like bullied or like just fucked with, or just the one you could like, you know, like get the laugh out of, but those days are over. I'm grown now, and I focus on myself, and that's the best thing I could tell anybody that's trying to bring me down, because it's not gonna work. And it's not even about music. It's like my childhood, growing up in the black neighborhood, and all my friends becoming bloods once we passed like middle school, and me just still being cool with them after everything that is going on with them, and people trying to turn on me or like involve me with them, and me remaining solid, like from the streets to county jail.
I was gonna ask you, you're always in LA, but you always end up back home. Why is that?
I think big, and sometimes opportunities that I take, I wasn't prepared for. Sometimes I failed over and over again. The reasons I left to heal, because, you know, I hit rock bottom. There's been times where I left over addiction. There's been times where I left over just I needed space, just time. Like, there's no getting away in Lompoc from anything or anybody. Like,
And that's where the tattoo and the hat come from, right?
and like growing up, we were not even gangsters. We just like would always throw out the P with our fingers, and then there's the west side, and then there's the east side of Lompoc. So the P even made it like put me in the position where like, oh, all right, he has a P hat. He ain't like a rival that we gotta worry about, because I walk around a lot, like, or I'm everywhere like in town. So it's like to make things easier on me, and even like people like hunting for like problems.
What was your youth like growing up in Lompoc?
My youth was cool. Like, I had fun. Like, I was a bad boy. I was a troublemaker. I was a class clown. I didn't give a fuck. I don't remember one time I did homework, so it was cool. Like, that's a cool childhood, but at the same time it caught up to me. I was very good at soccer. All the kids that grew up now and playing soccer, and now they're with 5 kids living in a nice big house where I should have been all my generation, like, and they see me like still like, oh, this was rapping now while we all got like businesses, and it's like growing up. I wish I didn't drink so much and shit like that, and just I was very stubborn and hard-headed, and I knew it all. But shout out to all my middle school girlfriends.
I can vouch for those ones. Do you think hip-hop impacts our youth negatively?
I think music is always going to be influential in positive and negative ways, but like I said, it starts with yourself. So at first you got to be focused on something, and then you could listen to the music in a different perspective, instead of, if you have nothing to do and you listen to somebody that's always talking about killing, shooting, doing drugs, then that's what you want to do, because you have nothing to do. But if you focused on a basketball dream, then you're just going to be playing basketball, and that instead of shooting somebody, that shooting a person is going to like be replaced by shooting a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Or
what has hip-hop done for you?
I think it saved my life. When I started making music, people started understanding my state of mind a little better, and then I would get opportunities to go here or there. Fucking, I didn't even know certain people were watching me. Life lessons, like, it helped me to create all the things I've done to this day, like, motivated me. Like, I found, like I said, my purpose through music. I've learned discipline for the first time ever, like, actually know what it means. I've learned to expand my vocabulary, my confidence, my communication, so I feel blessed.
How do you separate yourself from other artists?
I don't listen to the music out now. I'm just myself. I'm okay with being weird or funny or silly or speaking personal shit. I feel like everyone's just trying to be a killer, or not even killer, just like, you know, just harder than they really are.
Most of your songs are about the struggle and how tough life is, but then you got songs like Life is Good and Versace. Where does the contrast come from?
Well, that again comes from opportunities, like being in Lompoc. There's not much Versace out here, and then, like I said, I've lived in, shout out to the 818, North Hollywood, all the way up to the OC, Costa Mesa, Santa Ana, Fullerton. Like, life be good out there was too good to be true, and that's where the contrast comes in.
Okay, so like when you're out there, you make songs like Versace, Life is Good. Okay.
Because it just makes sense. Like out here, and then I'm back here, and then no matter what, like, it's about the vibes, and out there, just, I feel good, bro. Like, life is good. Just looking around, writing about my surroundings, beamers on beamers, fucking just skylines, and then I'm out here, like, having to wait till there's silence, like, after midnight. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's your work ethic like in the studio?
I wish I had a studio. Like I said earlier, I wish I would have paid attention in school. And like the transition of like the computer days to where we're at now, like, I could have the opportunity to learn how to use a phone a lot more, laptop, but I don't hit the studio unless I have a song written. I'm working off of a $60 1-hour session, or $35 $1 session with the engineer and boom and mixing and mastering, because I don't know how to do any of that. Right now I can't afford the studio, so I get 1 hour to make a banger, and if I like it, I'll try to book a video after. If not, it's just part of the story, and it goes up on YouTube. But yeah, Crown Street.
If you could collab with any artist that are alive, who would it be?
I've always said I wanted to collab with Cardi B. Okay.
I could see that shit.
Because I could hit the brr, and then she could go okay. And then I think me and The Weeknd will make a hard song, and then why not like Blueface? Just Blueface, and then but I would like to work with Mexican artists.
Any local artists you would like to collab with?
I would like to rap with like people from VOP, like rappers from like F Street, or even like Bloods or Crips, or anybody, even people that live like in the hood that are young or old, just have a story to tell. Like even females, like I know at least 20 people watching this are gonna agree with me that you rap or you sing but just are embarrassed or shy or like scared or nervous. But if we rap, we want to give it a shot. Holla at me. Not even give it a shot, but just have some hard shit to tell the world. Let's get it popping.
I love that. I love the unity. That's the one thing that brings people together, I think.
If you type into Lompoc, like on YouTube or whatever, like gangs or whatever, like there's some hard ass songs. I want to work with people that don't got nothing to hide and are repping their shit and got something to die for.
What advice do you have for artists coming up?
Don't be fake. Be yourself. Give it all you got. Release your shit. Release it, release it, release it. There's no rules. They don't want you to shine. Fuck people telling you gotta do this. You can't rap on YouTube beats. Fuck people. Just do you. Don't listen to the audience. If you get 1 view, fuck it. If you get 10 million views, even better. But just do it for yourself. Sorry, there's already a fucking Shoreline Mafia. Don't be Shoreline Mafia. Don't be Bad Bunny. Just be you.
For the non-Spanish speakers, can you tell me what tienes means?
Hello? ¿Entiendes? Means like, you there?
Okay.
¿Tienes?
That's your shit right there, man. Okay, and the other one, I'm not even going to try to say it, but it has something to do with nunca.
Keep going.
That's all I remember.
Nunca vamos a parar. My philosophy in life, something I go by and will always go by to my last day. And when I do die, the day comes, I just want you to never stop doing what you're doing, like I said. So, nunca vamos a parar in English is we will never stop. That's why I feel like people haven't gave up on me, because they know like there's meaning and a message behind everything I do. So
if I give you a topic, can you freestyle for me?
Maybe. Nah, I can't freestyle.
Hey, at least you're honest.
Yeah, it's not even about being embarrassed or not wanting to do it or scared. It's just, I don't know, my mind doesn't work like that. Like,
it's not for everybody. Freestyling isn't for everybody.
It's not, but I would and I could, but I should.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't freestyle.
Anything else you want to tell the people before we wrap it up?
No, I just want to thank you, for real, and I appreciate you, and I want everybody to know to stay strong, believe in themselves. When times get hard, to not give up, to know everything will get better. For those that haven't checked out my music, check it out, listen to it with an open mind. I'm not on all major platforms, I'm just on YouTube. If you don't know me, you will soon. And it's Prune Street of No Street.
And what podcast are you on today?
Odyssey Visuals.
Let's go.